CFA exam August 2025 and you want to defer it. What are the rules? What are the details? And what is the process? Let's find out. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you all the details about the CFA level 1 and level 2 August 2025 deferral process. So let's get straight to it. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit, then please join the community by subscribing to the channel, and while you're at it, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. And for the very kind people who have already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. So first things first, there are two categories for the deferral. One is a paid deferral, one is an emergency deferral. Quick distinguish, paid deferral is you don't need to prove them anything, you don't need to give any documentation, you don't need to say anything. You just be like, listen, I'm not prepared, I want to defer my exam, here's the money, you pay a certain amount and they automatically defer the exam for you. They cancel the exam and you are allowed to schedule a new one. Emergency deferral is, unfortunately, you actually face an emergency which could be a life-threatening illness, God forbid, to you or a near and dear one. Remember, near and dear one, my grandparents are not included. You become pregnant, some military deployment, or the pro-metric center itself cancels or reschedules your exam within 30 days. That is counted as an emergency deferral. In that case, you don't really need to pay as high an amount as the paid deferral. Yes, you need to pay a very small processing fee and that's it. They will cancel your exam and you can reschedule it. Now, first things first, let's talk about the paid deferral. The paid deferral forms for August 2025 open on 30th July 2025 and they will be open till 2nd September 2025. Okay, this is a very important window. I will tell you why. First things first, many people ask me, can we defer the exam after our exam? Yes, you can. Till 2nd September you have the date, but personal recommendation is don't do it. If you can defer your exam even 1 hour before your exam, that would be more advisable. That's my personal opinion. But can you do it till like 2nd September? Yes, you can. Now, now coming to the cost of paid deferral, the cost is $449 plus 18% GST. Yes, if you want to avail the paid deferral, you need to pay $449 plus 18% GST, and that's it. There is no additional cost, no additional fee that you need to pay other than this. Once you pay this, your current exam attempt will be cancelled and you can automatically, without any additional cost, select another attempt. Okay, so that is like a one-time cost. Now coming to when can you defer your exam. If you're cancelling your August exam, under the paid deferral option, you can defer your exam to either November 2025 for CFA level 1, Feb 2025, May 2025 or August 2025. If you plan to defer your exam to November 2025, you only have up to August 6th. Okay, in fact August 5th I would say. That's the last day because the November registration will close. If the November registration will close, you cannot register for November. So remember, if you plan to give your exam in November, you plan to defer your August exam to November, you only have 5 to 6 days. Within this period, you have to cancel your current exam and schedule the November exam also. I've had cases in the past where people are like, oh, I deferred it in 5 days, now why can't I avail November? Because you also need to schedule it for that, right? That's the rule. So please remember this. For CFA level 2, November 2025 is an option for you, May 2025 is an option for you, and August 2025 is an option for you. The point for November is same. You have only 5 to 6 days. Once the November registration closes, you cannot register for November. You cannot defer to November. So remember, if you plan to sit for November, please defer your exam immediately. Do not wait at all. Okay. Now coming to emergency deferral, then I'll tell you the process of deferring your exam. For emergency deferral, the forms open on 6th August and they will be open till 2nd September. Okay, so definitely emergency deferral candidates cannot defer their exam to November, whether it's CFA level 1 or CFA level 2. If you're using the emergency deferral option, November is not a chance that you can give. You can only defer your exam to Feb 2025, May 2025 or August 2025. For CFA level 2, Feb is obviously not an option. Sorry, Feb 2026, May 2026 and August 2026. I think I missed the paid deferral thing also, guys. It's 2026. Please understand that. Now onwards, paid deferral exams have a $100 processing fee. So $100 plus 18% GST. How does this work? Let me tell you. First of all, the moment you avail the emergency deferral, you have to give documented proof supporting or telling them that, listen, I actually have an emergency, and this proof has to be really solid proof. I've actually had cases in the last few months where people have given just a medical certificate saying dengue suspect, malaria suspect, and उनको reject किया है. No, you have to give proper blood report saying malaria positive, dengue positive. They are really taking time to check documents. So only if you actually have 100% validated documented proof should you go for emergency deferral. Once you give this proof, they will take roughly 1 to 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks they say. So 1 to 2 weeks may you'll get an answer. They will verify the documents. If it is correct, if they feel that yes, you're not lying, then you'll be eligible for the emergency deferral, and within 7 days you'll have a period of 7 days to pay $100 plus 18% processing fee, 18% GST processing fee. So now even emergency deferral is not free. Sad. But yeah, now within these 2 weeks, if they reject your emergency deferral, you still have a chance to avail the paid deferral, provided it is not yet 2nd September. Like before 2nd September, if you get a mail saying, listen, your emergency deferral has been rejected for whatever the reason is, you will still be given a chance to avail the paid deferral, provided this thing is done before 2nd September. If you get a mail after 2nd September, it can happen. You will not be given the option for paid deferral also. Remember this thing. Now, before I tell you the process of how to defer, let's quickly highlight a few rules, which I think all of you know, but let's just quickly say it. First things first, 1 deferral per attempt. For example, if the August 2025 exam and you decide to defer your exam to November 2025, for whatever reason in November 2025 you feel I'm still not ready, you cannot avail a deferral then. You'll have to repay the entire exam fee. 1 attempt, 1 deferral only. No refunds. The moment you decide that I want to avail a deferral and you pay the amount, after 3 days, if you say, oh, I'm ready today, you will not be given a refund. Now the decision is binding. You cannot go back on your words. Next things, yeah, last and very important rule, if you are a scholarship candidate, you cannot avail the paid deferral point at all. You can only use an emergency deferral if you have validated documents. Otherwise, your entire scholarship is gone. If you don't give the exam, then obviously your scholarship is gone. You'll have to give the exam basically. So for scholarship candidates, paid deferral is not an option. Remember this. Now coming to the very important point, that is the process. A lot of you ask me, how exactly should we, defer our exam? What is the process? Now, 2 easy ways I'll tell you. One is either you simply go to Google, type CFA deferral, go to this particular page. You'll see this page niche. You can log in. Once you log in, you'll be given the form. Once you fill the form, you need to make the payment and everything. Once the payment is done, you will get a mail saying your exam has been cancelled. Once you get that confirmation mail, it can take up to 2 to 3 hours after you filling the form. Usually you get it immediately, but sometimes because unke upar bahut load hota hai, within 2 to 3 hours you can get the mail saying your current exam has been cancelled. Once you get that, you can immediately register for the exam that you want if that window is open. When I say if that window is open, for example, if you decide for May 2026 that I want to defer my exam to May 2026, obviously the registration for May 2026 is not yet open. So when the registration for May 2026 opens, you can register then. But the entire process is basically you fill the form, your current exam gets cancelled, you get a confirmation email, and once that email is received, you register for the new exam. Okay, that's the process. Now, if you don't want to go via this particular Google page, the second option is log into your CFA Institute ID, go to My Enrollment or My Account. Somewhere there, you should be able to see a purchase deferral or deferral option. Click there, again, the form will come, fill it, you make the payment, your exam will get cancelled, you register for the new exam. It's literally as simple as that. Now, just a quick point, a lot of you ask me, should we defer? I'm very less prepared, I've done only 1 revision. What is the criteria to think whether you should defer or not? Emergency candidates, obviously there's no question. If you have an emergency, I don't think I or anybody else can say anything. But other than that, please analyze if you're just being anxious or you're really not prepared. So when I say just being anxious, that is you've completed one very well reading, you're already in revision, first revision. Even if you have one good revision, it's fine, you can continue. Then maybe you're just being anxious because itna fear you'll always have. Even in November, you'll feel underprepared. Even in May, even in Feb, you'll always feel underprepared. Nobody can feel 100% confident for the CFA exam. That's a given. Anybody who's telling you, oh, I'm 100% confident, is fooling you, and 90% that person is gonna fail. ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता, right? So just learn to distinguish between anxiety and reality. Now, if there's somebody who tells me as of today, I've only done 5 subjects that took me 4 months, will I be able to give the exam? Obviously not, because you literally have 2 months left. How will you complete the remaining 5 plus 2 1 revision? It might not happen. In your case, wiser to think about deferring the exam, because you're still paying lesser than paying a full amount. So just be practical in your approach is what I would say. Okay, if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. If you like this particular video and want me to make more such content, then please like, share, comment, subscribe. Help me grow, guys. Come on. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.